Hey guys, me again with another YouTube video. Today we're going to be taking a look at this. This is my different usernames, Barrett, M107. However, there have been minor changes added by myself to turn this from a standard Barrett M107 into the Barrett M107A1. That is a video that I have already produced. After some time, I decided that it needed to be longer and even bigger, and the way to do that was to add the kind of standard stereotypical Barrett M107 style suppressor, which is this long black cylindrical object that you see up here. It is very clearly a my different username build. This entire base itself, I want to make this very clear, is one for one my different usernames Barrett M107. The only changes thus far that I have made to this to promote it into the M107A1 category, which is the upgraded version, is I have added the plastic black cheek rest back here, and I have changed the overall shape of the stock to more accurately fit the M107A1 style of stock. I have removed the previous scope, and I have added Allen's custom Lego scope in here. This is not the scope that I use nowadays. This would actually be replaced by one produced by Admiral Blackbar in the community, but I have not worked on this model for quite some time, so it has not gotten the updated scope. But this is pretty much the main base itself is my different usernames, Barrett M107. The couple other different changes that I did to it is I retained the barrel moving, but it is now in 3 wide cylindrical pieces as opposed to being brick built to look cylindrical. It is actually cylindrical. And I, of course, added the actual suppressor itself. This entire project has its own video, as far as I remember. So instead, we'll be taking a look at just the suppressor to see what I have done to actually produce it itself. So as you can see, this is the overall view of the entire rifle. As you can see, it's quite a beefy rifle. This thing is incredibly large. Huge kudos to my different username for putting together one of the best looking M107s there is. But like I said, today we'll be basically just focusing entirely on the actual suppressor itself. As you can see, we have the locking collar situated back here over the actual end of the muzzle for the suppressor. This starts at 4 wide out of a 3 wide barrel. It then goes to 6 wide, back to 4 wide with the locking rings on it, and then it goes to the 6 wide, and then it narrows from 6 wide to the outer ring of this dish piece is 5 wide, which then goes to 2, which goes into this custom 6 wide muzzle brake that you see up here. That forms the basis for the end of the suppressor. And as you can see, there's a little bit of cylindrical detailing going on here for the suggestion that this is entirely see-through, though it is not. The majority of this internal space here is actually taken up by a 32 long axle piece to try to get it to not bow. Truth of the matter is this entire assembly would bow. In real life it'd be terribly bowing, but that's okay. This is just a really a static model. It's not something that you would take out to an airsoft field or anything like that to really mess around. I think overall this is probably one of the more good looking Barrett M107s. I was going to use the S word for that, but I decided better me not to. It rhymes with 6. So this is a fantastic rifle. I'm actually really happy with my different usernames base to be used as this instead of my own. I do in fact have my own Barrett M107, but I decided that Kyle's actual M107 deserves to have some more recognition in the community. Hard to believe that Kyle's M107 came out 4 years ago, which is incredible to think that a good rifle like this from 4 years ago is still, to this day, holding up against the test of time for looking good and being accurate. So, huge shout out to my different username for being able to provide an LDD file for this. This is not something that I had to go through and recreate one for one by stopping and starting video. This is something that he did provide. He did not provide it personally. This is from before the time that he was selling instructions, and he had links to the LDD files in his description. He no longer does that. He now actually sells the instructions. And if you guys would like to be able to get the instructions, he has his own link in the description of his videos so that you would be able to actually attain them and purchase them. If you guys want to support Kyle, I think that's the best way to do it right now, as Kyle is one of the largest Lego gun builders on the platform, and I think he'd really like the support. So if you guys want to get your hands on your own Barrett M107 LDD file so you can do crazy enhanced stuff like this, don't be afraid to check out My Different Usernames channel for the link in his description to his store. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Somebody listen. See you guys later.